That's not me.
You know, people, they write what they want to say for things like this, and you know, I started to, and I just realized I just forget it anyways. And also, people come out and they'll say some of the things that you were going to say. So I thought I'd try to do this with a little bit of brevity tonight. I'm sure some people are probably wondering what the hell I'm doing here.
Yeah.
There's no secret that Joni and I had a really rocky relationship. The fact is that until the day she died, I loved her very much. I really did. So many things have been said tonight, so I want to try to say some things that haven't been said. I've said this for years and years. Chyna, she did more for the empowerment of women than Billie Jean King or so many other women had done before her. And I don't think that she gets the credit that she deserves for that. I don't know what you people think, but I think it's a little bit of bullshit. Actually, I'm sure he does. Thankfully. Anyways, everybody knows, well, I don't know everybody, but a lot of you people out there got to watch us all be Generation X. And honestly, I think that Chyna was as important a member, if not the most important member, maybe the glue of Generation X. And she really, so, you know, they showed the
Not rude.
Anyway, she was really the glue to Generation X, and you know, I saw the video talking about the Hall of Fame, and here's the thing, and Anthony, I heard him say earlier, and it was really cool of him to say that give the WWE a break, and you know that, but. Maybe we shouldn't give him a break. Maybe we should get on a little bit about getting Chyna to the Hall of Fame. Come on, guys. Come on, Paul. We can do this next year, don't you think? I know it's not the most important thing in the world. It doesn't define a person. Joni, the things she did in her life, it's just absolutely amazing. And a lot of people don't realize, okay, it's an amazing thing that she was the Intercontinental Champion. Nobody has ever done that.
Or ever will.
No female's ever done it. Nobody will ever do it again. But to me, her time in New Japan Pro Wrestling, that was huge. That was huge for women in Japan. A lot of people don't realize, I mean, Japanese pro wrestling, they look at it a lot more as a sport, as a legitimate sport. You know, we look at it as entertainment here, and the fact is a woman has never stepped foot in a New Japan Pro Wrestling ring, or any men's wrestling ring. I mean, not even stepped foot in it just to see how it felt in there. So the fact that Antonio Inoki took the time and had the faith in her to bring her over there, and let her show what she has. I'll tell you, look, I'm going to try, I already said I'd keep this short, but just a real quick story. I told her that Japanese wrestling is a little bit different, and that the media, you could go over there, and the media treated it like a sport, so you could go over there, and whatever you said to the media, you could kind of shoot your own angles. That's like a wrestling term. And so she went over there, and the top guy over there at the time was named Masa Chono. Yep. And so to the media, she kept challenging Chono, and that put Chono in a really tough spot. Because the people, they wanted to see it. And so, you know, Chono being the good sport that he is, he agreed to the match, and it was one of the top matches on the Tokyo Dome show that year. And she did an amazing job. He ended up kicking her head damn near off her shoulders and beat her, but the fact is that she showed everybody that, you know, a woman could go out there and do what she could do. And just really, really cool, like just amazing. I'm gonna end this now and just want to say to you from everybody here, Joni, that I'm really, really sorry. I hope you forgive me for not taking better care of you. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure you end up in the WWE Hall of Fame where you belong. Love you, Joni. I'm really, really sorry. I'm terrible at this. I'd like to introduce one of my very favorite people and one of my very favorite pro wrestlers. He's kicked my head off many, many times. And he loved Chyna as well. Everybody make a little bit of noise for Rob Van Dam.
That's very cool. No.
Good to see such a turnout. Everyone that came out here, I'm out here for the same reason as everybody else, to pay my respects to Joni and her life, and of course myself and Sean and a few others. We represent the wrestling community, and the level that Chyna impacted the wrestling community is unprecedented. She was a pioneer, an OG. She definitely set the trail for Nicole Bass and any of the big muscle women afterwards. She was the standard setter for sure. Glad that I got to tell her that, like last year in Texas, we were at a comic convention, we did a Q&A together, and it was cool to see that she appreciated that I had that respect for her. Of course I did. I mean, she was a man. When she was on TV back in the day, when she was getting the ratings, she made us, those of us inside the business, whisper among each other, you know, like, dude, would you be cool with that if they want you to wrestle a girl? And it made the men that are outside of the business that were watching that on TV whisper amongst each other, dude, she would beat the shit out of you. I said, you too, I know. And so she made an incredible impact in the profession of wrestling, an elite level of icons where people will always remember her, and she don't even need a last name.
Right.
And not just the wrestling world, but she was so big that she crossed over many boundaries, impacted many people in many different worlds. And everyone knows who you're talking about when you talk about Chyna. Even if they don't watch wrestling, if you refer to that pro wrestler Chyna, everybody knows. That's how far she made it. That is due to all of her accomplishments, for her being herself and not trying to follow anybody else and take their position, but by creating her own, and even post pro wrestling career, like everything she did was to extend her brand and do everything her way. So I always had a lot of respect for her. Besides her being a really nice person, I always respected her for all of her accomplishments and the way that she was able to do it by being one of a kind. And I know that that's why she's always going to be remembered as the legend that she was and is.